No contact mistakes. Going no contact sounds easy, yet most of us make the same common no contact mistakes, making it harder than it actually is. No contact is simply no contact in any way, shape, or form. So, why can this step in recovery seem like another hurdle, and why do so many of us make the same no contact mistakes? Our beliefs play a massive role in going no contact, a belief that others care, that others can understand if only we explain it in another way, beliefs of being kind to others, not understanding just as we are allowed our beliefs, others are allowed theirs, as much as it provokes our emotions when people don't understand ours or try to change ours. It can cause feelings in others. Everyone is allowed their own beliefs. We don't have to argue. We don't have to agree. That's what makes us individuals. With good intentions, there is no wrong way or right way to live your life. Just because we don't agree doesn't mean we have to force someone to agree with us. This only causes conflict, anger, and resentment. We can agree to disagree, and those who cannot, we can safely walk away from. The belief they can be good as we live a reality when they do treat us well, their admiration face, their attention seeking face, when they flatter us, offer false promises. That was real. We lived those moments. Then when their envious face strikes out, we live that moment too. However, with their gaslighting of us, then their false apology, our belief that they can be nice can leave us trapped with someone who can treat us how we should have never been treated. Guilt, they're my mum, my dad, they raised me. What about the children? Fear from what they might do, or people who that might cut you off or be cut off from. Judgment from others. These are all good emotions when used correctly, when that empathy stops us from hurting others. Nevertheless, when the others hurt us, those very emotions that are designed to stop us hurting others only end up hurting ourselves, keeping us locked in the pain of the past. That fear that serves to protect us in most situations can keep us trapped in some of the most dangerous places. You do have to find a safe way out. Most of the time, we don't even realise we're being abused. Most abusers will create an environment of insecurity, instability, confusion and fear. They will withhold affection, attention and support to destroy our beliefs, our boundaries, our self-esteem, so they gain full power and control over us. All while telling us they love us, bringing their admiration face back out and treating us so well, having good times with us. We live those moments. Those moments give us the hope that they can be kind, they can be a loving person. Yet we at the same time, for fear of reactions from them, fear of them getting angry with us, fear of abandonment, change who we are, change our beliefs to suit them, believing through their manipulation that we cause them to mistreat us. Abuse is abuse. There is no excuse. It's never your fault. They are responsible for their own manipulative behaviour. We can begin to shut down and hide our real selves, as when we are ourselves around a narcissist, they invalidate us with, are you going to wear that, or you look really bad in that, causing us to doubt ourselves. The same with our true feelings. We begin to hide them through fear of being misunderstood or fear of causing an argument, as often when we try to express our feelings to a narcissist, they will gaslight us with, you're too sensitive. We give up on our opinions for fear of causing an argument, of them giving us the silent treatment. We slowly lose who we are to please the narcissist. We become people pleasers so that we don't end up getting hurt. Mental abuse is often a subtle form of abuse by the narcissist, coercive controlling us, and it's gradually training us on how we should behave for them. Most often, subconsciously, we then end up walking on eggshells, not only around the narcissist, but others too, believing we are protecting ourselves from fear of judgment or further abuse. We conform to their behaviour to protect who we are. I will add the video in the description on fight, flight, freeze and fawn. As we are left full of self-doubts, usually when we still cannot work out the situation that we are in, that we are indeed being abused, and we are slowly losing our values, our beliefs and our boundaries, it's a very difficult place to be. And that makes no contact incredibly hard because we've fawned to their behaviour. We're used to people pleasing. We don't want to hurt other people. So no contact becomes increasingly difficult. No contact is not easy when you've been gaslighted, when you are left with anxiety and little confidence, self-doubt, when you are left with hope, fear, thinking everything is our fault, apologising to others all the time, no longer feeling how we used to feel, making excuses for other people's behaviour, feeling isolated, feeling lost and hopeless. Feeling those things makes it increasingly difficult to make our own life choices, and it makes it increasingly difficult to go no contact. No contact mistakes. 1, not starting no contact because we think it's unkind. No contact is not to punish them. Some people put off going no contact due to the guilt they feel or asking themselves, am I the narcissist? Am I turning into a narcissist? If you have empathy for others, if you don't exploit others, if you don't feel entitled, you are most likely not a narcissist. The majority of narcissistic people do not have the self-awareness to even ask themselves that question. And those that do are proud of who they are. Their silent treatment is to punish as they feel criticism or you didn't do something they wanted, you didn't do as they say. Your no contact is to free yourself. Going no contact isn't about controlling them, punishing them, or getting them to do what you want them to do. Going no contact is placing healthy boundaries around yourself. 2, ignoring and blocking for a few days in the hopes that they'll see your point of view and take on board your thoughts and feelings, in the hope that they'll have a personality transplant and genuinely love and care for you. They have a disorder. It is who they are. It did not start with you. It will not end with you. When they are repeatedly cruel, hurtful and destructive and then play nice, they play nice because they want something from you. Those good times are lived because life is going their way, not because they have changed. Those mistakes they keep making is who they are. They don't want to, nor will they change. The real change is change behaviour, which they cannot do permanently as they don't believe themselves to be the problem, as they lack in those cognitive reflection skills. I shall add the video in the description that explains more about their about cognitive distortions and how their thinking differs from ours, and how being around them changes our thinking and how it can affect our cognitive distortions. 3, leaving it open for them to contact you and you just decide if you want to react to them or not. You need to block and delete on everything. 4, leaving them on your social media to show them how happy your new life is, or unblocking them, checking their social media. This is only ever going to trigger your emotional pain in you. And if you say it isn't, then when you reach the point it doesn't, you most likely will not be checking anyway. 5, giving their friends or family information about you or what's happening in the hope they'll talk some sense into the narcissist. Even if they believed you over them, they would not be able to talk sense into a narcissist. 6, giving them a 30-day break to learn from the error of their ways, although it has been known to get some people started on no contact. So if it I think if it gets people started on no contact, then great. But just don't expect the narcissist to learn from the error of their ways and come back. They're only going to come back to use you for something, and most will punish you for falling silent on them. 7, thinking you can ask the narcissist to stop bothering you so that you don't have to be the one that goes no contact, so that we don't have to feel the guilt or feel like we're upsetting people by going no contact, feel like we're upsetting family and friends by going no contact. We think if we can ask them to just leave us alone, all will be okay. But it is not okay. They will just come after you with more and more games. First, they know they are getting to you, and they'll do it all the more. Second, part of their disorder is a sense of entitlement, dominance, a belief they are special, and a lack in empathy. Therefore, they're not interested in how you feel or what you think. They're interested in exploiting others and controlling others to get their needs met. Some narcissists will take you asking them to stop bothering them as deep criticism of their sense of entitlement and their belief that they are special. They might take this as a challenge to smear your name all the more and do their best to destroy you. 8, keeping in touch with their friends and family. And I know it's incredibly difficult cutting people off that haven't done anything to you, that are genuine people, and if you've got children, you can't really do no contact anyway. It's got to be grey rock. So if you've got children with them, so that is different. But if you can cut them off completely, you do have to cut off their friends and family also. You have to ask yourself, were these people in your life before you met the narcissist, or are they in your life because of the narcissist? If these people are the narcissist flying monkeys and enablers, they need to be removed from your life. They are, think of it as they came as a package deal with the narcissist, and you've got to let that package deal go so that they can get on with their life and their future, and you can get on with your life and your future. When they can no longer control you, they will try to control how others see you. So you do have to watch out for the smear campaigns. I shall add the video in the description of the things a narcissist might do when you do go no contact. A narcissist thrives off conflict and drama. They don't care for your boundaries. A narcissist doesn't care for your well-being, your boundaries, or your beliefs. They're not interested in what you want, and they're going to do exactly what they want to do. Wanting them to understand your point of view, it's normal to want to explain our intentions to others, to try and reach an understanding or a compromise with others. It's more than tempting when they come to you or you hear from their flying monkeys what they've said about you to want to defend yourself. This is only ever going to play into their hands, as the narcissist will twist the story to play the hero or the victim and make you out to be the villain. The best thing you can do is step to one side and no longer play. Eventually, the narcissist will trip over their own words. We do not need to tell others how they should treat us. That is on them and their beliefs. We need to tell ourselves how we want to be treated. And I know when you're living through it and you're being gaslighted, it's not easy to see what's happening. But when we do recognise what's happening, that's when we need to start telling ourselves, actually, no, I don't want to be treated like that anymore. If someone is unwilling or unable to treat us with the compassion or the respect or the dignity that we deserve, we need to say to ourselves that we're no longer going to allow it. And we have to safely, some are dangerous, those with a lack of empathy can be dangerous. So you do have to safely get out, safely go no contact. And yes, it can make you feel mean. It can make you feel guilt. Narcissists will very often use emotional blackmail to pull you back in. Things like, after all I've done for you, what will people think of you? How can you do this to me? And survivors can say these things when they've been discarded, who are trauma bonded and want them back. Survivors will have bent over backwards to help the narcissist. With a narcissist, when you think about what they've done for you, it's often very little positive and a whole load of negative. Do not let them use your emotions against you. Your mind controls your emotions and you control your mind. I'm Elizabeth Shaw. If you do find the information on this channel helpful, please do subscribe and add anything into the comments you'd like more information on, or anything that's helped you, because we are individuals, so anyone reading through can pick up on something and it might just help them or kickstart them off onto their journey or give them that light bulb moment. We are all individuals. We do all have our own beliefs. We do all have our own opinions. When it comes to a recovery from a toxic relationship, yes, although it's similar, it's about finding the people that you can relate to, the people that you find helpful. Just because one person, it doesn't help you, their method doesn't help you. If that other person's intentions are good, doesn't mean they're wrong. It just means they're not the one that's going to help you. So when it comes to things like therapists, counsellors, different treatments, even down to YouTube channels, it's about finding the one that feels right, listening to those instincts. If it feels off, it doesn't mean you don't have to look for the bad in them. You don't have to look for the good in them. If it feels off, it just means that's not the thing that's going to help you. The same as reading books about recovery. You can pick up one book and you can relate so much to it and it can help you so much, and you can pick up another and think, it's really not for me. Maybe it's not for you. Find the ones that help you. Today, write a list of 3 things that you want from your future. Three dreams for you. 3 dreams that you can achieve. Excuse me. And if you think you can't achieve them, then look at somebody that already has, because if another person can do it, you can do it too. You just have to start somewhere. If you don't start, you're not going to achieve something. If you start, you will find a way, you will find the people, you will take the steps and you will get there. Sometimes you've got to look at how far you've come and not how far you've got to go. I shall add in the description as well where you can find me on social media for more information. I'll add the courses that I've got available. I am full for one-to-one coaching, so I shall add the link to BetterHelp, and I shall also add the videos on how to do no contact, how to implement no contact, because it sounds, like I say at the start of the video, it sounds very easy, but there is steps that we do have to make sure we take, and the video on the mind games that a narcissist might play after no contact. I hope you all have a lovely day. Thank you for listening. Bye.